Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I have another What Sold video, and this one is pretty good. You know, we had a really good sales week. Sorry for the messy backdrop here. I'm not in my usual place. I'm not even in my house. Some neighbors had a little bit of a personal emergency, so I'm filling in to take care of their dogs while they're away. All right, so these sales are from February 18th to February 24th. And it is for the amount of $1,050.67. So definitely getting back up over that 1,000 mark is nice to see. That's the first time this year, except for once when I sold a bunch of video game stuff in my own personal collection. But so the margin was a little bit lower though, 43.5% margin after fees and shipping and stuff, because I am running a 30% off sale until I think March 20th. On my older stock, like the oldest 200 items or something like that. So I do have a lot of income coming in, but not as much profit for that reason. But that's okay. I mean, still, it's $457 worth of profit for the week, so I'm not complaining. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. There's 18 eBay sales, 12 on Poshmark, and 1 on Facebook. First up are these Michael Kors corduroy pants. So these actually sold out very cheap, $8 plus shipping. The buyer has actually requested a return on these, even though I don't have returns turned on. They said they just don't like them. Well, normally I'd be like, well, hey, I don't do returns. That's, obvious. I've got that set in my policy. But honestly, if they want to return these $8 pants and pay probably $20 to ship them back to me just to get the $8 back, then okay. So I accepted the return, assuming that they are not going to actually follow through with it and ship them back to me. All right, next up is this new with tags, Lane Bryant floral sheer tank. This sold on Poshmark for 20 bucks. My cost of goods was $6.33. After fees and the discounted shipping on that, I made $5.71, so not huge money, but it's fine. These Nike Air Force One Reverse Panda shoes. These were in a women's 8, men's 6, I believe. Paid $6.84 for these. They sold on Poshmark for $35. That's a $21.16 net profit. This Bowden top with this blue-black circle pattern. This sold on Poshmark as well for $22. My buy cost was $6.33, so with discounted shipping and the fees and stuff, I did make $7.30. These Grogu Star Wars pajamas set. These were things that Jamie actually picked up, and these are Christmas pajamas. Jamie picked these up for herself. Didn't end up liking them. I don't know if they just didn't fit right, but in any case, I'm calling this a $0 buy cost because it was technically something out of our own personal collection that we're like, able to sell these. So I listed them for, I don't remember what I listed them for. They went for $25, and yeah, it's a $20 profit. So Pokemon Stadium for N64. This one came out of my own personal collection, so no buy cost. I sold this for $39.99 plus shipping. So I made $30.72 after fees. These Jules and Leopold plaid pants. These also came out of Jamie's personal closet. Sold them pretty cheap, 15 bucks plus shipping. But of course that's $12.52 in profit because there was no buy cost. Sold this Harley Davidson Phoenix shirt in a men's XL. This cost $5.46, and it sold on eBay for $18. I did cover the letter mail shipping here in Canada. I only made about $4 on this shirt, but it's fine. All right, sold this other PS2 red guitar. This was a second one that I had picked up from a local thrift store. I know the guy pretty well, and I had mentioned to him, like, hey, you've only got this marked for 20 bucks. I just sold one for 50, so you could probably be asking more. And he's like, well, I got a better idea. Why don't you buy it? No, he was asking 25. He's like, better yet, instead of me raising my price, why don't I lower it? You buy it for 20, and then you can go sell it for 50 if you want. Which, it doesn't leave a lot of profit margin, but we bundled up some other things, and it was pretty cool that he did that. And yeah, so after taxes, I did end up paying $23 for it. Sold for $49.99 plus shipping. I made $12.78 after fees, so not a lot of money, but as you'll see in an upcoming video, we bundled some other stuff. I got good pricing on some other things that I was keeping for myself, so it worked out. All right, these new with tags Lane Bryant Houston pants. These were a $7.88 buy cost, sold for $24.99 on eBay plus shipping. So a $12.15 profit on those. This Eddie Bauer kind of peach-colored quarter zip fleece. I've had this for quite a while. I paid $6.90 for it. It was on my 30% off sale, so $14.92 is what it sold for, plus shipping. I did make $3.17, but this Free People black denim jacket, women's medium. I paid $8.34 and it sold for $26 on Poshmark with some discounted shipping, so I made $8.50. So basically a double up on that. These Pottery Barn Star Wars sheets, these were twin. I think there was a fitted and a flat in that, and these I paid $7 for, I don't know, probably like a year and a half ago now. I had them on the 30% off sale, so they went for $17.50, but they were such an old listing that I actually didn't realize I still had an old flat rate shipping on there before eBay and Canada Post made some better deals. So the buyer did pay more shipping than was necessary, and I made 15 bucks. This Torrid Zebra Print hoodie, I paid $7.48 and it sold for $29.41 plus shipping, so I made $17.37 altogether. This new with tags Talbot's black cardigan, paid $7.48, sold it for $25.11 plus ship, so I made $12.41. This is the brand Cool, K-U-H-L. This is their Eluxer plaid shirt in a men's XL. I paid $6.33 and it sold for $22 on Poshmark, so that's an $11.27 profit. Here is a Marvel Avengers t-shirt that I picked up probably almost 2 years ago, and I would have paid just over $5 for. A repeat buyer, I had it on my 30% off discount, so it was already going to be basically like a break even or lose situation, but I just wanted to move it. A repeat buyer who's probably bought a good 10 to 15 shirts from me, made an offer of like a couple bucks under my sale price. I was like, yeah, you know what, go for it. So I sold it for $6 and I covered the letter mail shipping. So technically I lost $4.53 on this shirt, but honestly I've had it for like almost 2 years and I gained like 80 some cents back of my initial investment. So, and this guy gets another shirt from me, so I'll take it. All right, this FootJoy 2019 US Open Pebble Beach shirt. I had a buyer make pretty low offers on 3 different FootJoy shirts, and I countered what I figured to be kind of a reasonable number on all 3. They declined 2 of them, but did buy this one for $17. My buy cost was $5.46. I was sending it out letter mail and covering that, so I did only make about $4.60, but that's all right. This Nintendo Wii Sports Complete in Box bundle with 6 games. So this was a really good flip. I found this at an indoor multifamily yard sale. Paid $40 for it and sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $175 just a few days later. So that's all profit, $135. And actually when the guy showed up to pick it up, he was talking about how his kids were going to love it. They were going to play some of the bowling. He was going to introduce them to that, and the Mario Kart as well. And he asked how many controllers was with it. He couldn't remember. I said, well, it does just come with the one, but you know what? I'll go down and grab another one. He's got 2 kids. So I went down, pulled down my box of spare controllers and found another Wiimote and nunchuck. So threw that in. I mean, whatever. This is why I picked them up. I mean, I don't really care about one extra controller getting thrown in. Still some really good profit there, $135. All right, this Torrid black tank with some lace trim. I paid $6.04 for this. I took an offer of $15 because I've had it for a little while, so I did only make a little over $1.25 on that. That's okay. This is a big sale for the week. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 9-figure set, new in box. So these were the Walmart exclusive ones that I bought last summer when the movie came out. And these sold for $210. And I mean, I did have to pay a little bit for these, but I still ended up making, I don't have the actual math calculated here. I don't know why I did this. So, okay, that first That first screen, I might have to do some extra math here, but in any case, I did end up making about $80 in net profit on these. So, you know, the numbers I've said so far at the beginning, maybe I'm off a few dollars here or there, but yeah, I made about $80, which isn't a huge amount of profit on a $210 sale, but I mean, that's a decent chunk. So I knew these would eventually go, and yeah, happy they did. All right, this J. Jill black ballet sleeve tee in a 3X. This sold on eBay. I paid $5.46 and it sold for $21.99 plus shipping, so I made $13.27. These LL Bean green wool dress pants in a women's 10. Paid $7.19 for these. I've had them for a while, so they were on that 30% off sale. They sold for about $17.50 plus shipping. I made about $6. This new with tags Tommy Hilfiger, kind of this pink ombre sort of gradient style tank. This I've had for a long time, and so I paid $5.18 for it. I sold it for $15 because it was like, I've just had it for too long. I mean, I still made $7.38. This Harley Davidson women's embroidered button-up shirt. Paid $6.41 for this, and it sold for $24 on Poshmark with some discounted shipping. I made $9.11. Nice Tommy Bahama sale going out here. So this is a silk shirt with like blue drums and this kind of tiki look. This is the year people are going down south, so you'll start selling these Hawaiian shirts and whatnot, especially Tommy Bahama. Paid $6.33 for this, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it sold for $40. So after the fees and the discounted shipping on Poshmark, I made $21.71 in net profit. This J. Jill blue striped 3/4 sleeve top, I paid $5.46. It sold on eBay for $17.28. I did cover the letter mail shipping on this one, so I did only make about $4.15. Knox Rose green floral top, same deal, it was a $5.46. I let this one go because I've had it for a reasonably long time now. So I sold it for $12 on eBay. I mean, at the end of the day, I did make $4.19, so I can't really complain. This FootJoy light mint-colored quarter-zip sweater. This was a pretty quick sale. Paid $7.48, and someone made an offer of $20 on Poshmark, so I took it. Actually, it was $20, but there was discounted shipping as well. We negotiated a little bit in the comments, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna move it quick. So I made about $5 on it. This was a good one. This Eileen Fisher black pants in a 3X, and they had leather trim, and it was like 100% lamb leather trim down along the sides and stuff like that. Nice pants for sure if you're into that kind of thing. $7.88 buy cost, sold for $50 on Poshmark, so that is a $32.12 profit. And then the last item for the week was this Mario Kart retro style. It wasn't actually a vintage tee, but a retro style, like since '92 t-shirt in a women's 2X. I thought this might take longer to sell where it was a women's. I had originally picked it up thinking it was a 2XL, and I was going to give it to a buddy of mine. And then, you know, upon closer inspection was like, oh, wait a second, this is not big enough for this. Realized it just said 2X, and it's like, okay. And then I could tell by the way it kind of flared at the waist a little bit. Yeah, this is clearly a women's shirt. In any case, it cost me $5.46. It sold for $17 on Poshmark. Yeah, there was discounted shipping on there as well. So I did only make $3.63, but for a buy I didn't intend to make, I'm happy with making almost $4. And that is that. So pretty decent list of items. I tried to burn through it as quickly as I could, but yeah, so $1,050 in sales, about $457 in profit on 31 items going out last week, and really can't complain about that. Yes, the margin percentage was a little bit lower. Some of those items went for a little less, but I moved some old product and had a couple of really good sales where I made some decent profit to make up for it. So anyways, that is it. Really appreciate all the support on the channel, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.